In 3D computer graphics, 3D modeling is the process of developing a mathematical coordinate-based representation of any surface of an object, inanimate or living, in 3 dimensions via specialized software by manipulating edges, vertices, and polygons in a simulated 3D space. Three-dimensional, 3D, models represent a physical body using a collection of points in 3D space, connected by various geometric entities such as triangles, lines, curved surfaces, etc. Being a collection of data, points and other information, 3D models can be created manually, algorithmically, procedural modeling, or by scanning. Their surfaces may be further defined with texture mapping. We're truly lucky that phones and tablets have evolved to a point where they're capable of 3D design, a task traditionally reserved for heavyweight desktop systems. Here we've listed some stellar options for 3D modeling on mobile devices, and there are solutions for many different use cases. But before jumping headlong into the world of mobile 3D modeling, it's important to set some standards. Though we were told to scrap putting a selection committee together, we did take a few aspects into consideration when making our picks. PRISMA 3D is a full 3D application that contains tools for modeling, animating, and rendering. People use this app for creating 3D intros and 3D logos, virtual reality content, and 3D animation. You can create basic geometry like a cube, sphere, plane, in addition to adding cameras or lights. In addition to easy 3D navigation using multi-touch. You can perform basic operations like delete, rename, or copy objects. Also, you select and transform multiple objects, change color with a color picker, apply a texture, grouping objects. You can even import up to 50 different 3D files and export a file to be further edited in software such as 3ds Max, Maya, Blender, Cinema 4D, etc. When modeling the mesh, you can select multiple objects, faces, or points, transform selected, extrude, and slice plane or faces. When it comes to the animation, you can set and remove keyframes for any object property and smooth keyframe interpolation to create nice animations. For rendering, you can set custom resolutions, up to 1080p, 4K on fast devices. And save video to camera roll and share it by exporting an MP4 file. ONSHAPE is a computer-aided design CAD software system, delivered over the internet via a software as a service, SaaS, model. It makes extensive use of cloud computing, with compute-intensive processing and rendering performed on internet-based servers. ONSHAPE for Android allows you to create, modify 3D mechanical CAD models. It is the modern CAD system that designers and engineers focus on being creative when working on mobile devices. It is primarily focused on mechanical CAD, MCAD, and is used for product and machinery design across many industries, including consumer electronics, mechanical machinery, medical devices, 3D printing, machine parts, and industrial equipment. ONSHAPE unites parametric modeling tools and designs data management in a secure cloud workspace that is accessible on any device and never loses data. Basically, this app is not specifically targeting individual users and hobbies but professionals and corporations that need these types of tools, but it is great if you want to use it for personal use. ONSHAPE is not just a 3D modeling application for mobile apps because it can be used on computers too. It was developed by a company with the same name. Founded in 2012, its leadership team includes several engineers and executives who originated SolidWorks, which is a popular 3D CAD program that runs on Windows computers. ONSHAPE's co-founders also include 2 former SolidWorks CEOs. PTC acquired ONSHAPE in November 2019 for $470 million. So as I said, it is more than a mobile app. The company Scalasoft released a new application, SPACEDRAW, which has been called the first full-fledged 3D editor for tablets and smartphones. However, you can work with it only if the screen resolution of your smartphone is 480 x 800 pixels and higher. In fact, for people already familiar with some package 3D modeling program, the study of SPACEDRAW will take a maximum of an hour. For those who do not have any relation to 3D modeling, the program may seem incomprehensible. Methods of creating models, of course, those that can be done by means of SPACEDRAW, do not differ from those in other programs. Using the application, you can create geometric primitives, as well as models based on curves, polygonal and patch surface. It implements the work with textures, 3D drawing on the surfaces of models, and there are means for lighting. To control the camera, you can use a motion sensor, which works well if you have a gyro in the device. Ready models can be exported to OBJ format. The program has a free and paid versions. In the free version, export and saving are limited to models, the number of vertices in which does not exceed 1000. SCULPT Plus is a digital sculpting and painting application, designed for those who want to practice sculpting on their mobile devices using easy-to-understand tools and a user-friendly interface. As a start, you can add multiple primitives including sphere, cube, plane, and more. Also ready to sculpt base meshes and the ability to mesh subdivision and remeshing. To do this, it offers multiple sculpting tools, such as standard, smooth, inflate, move, pull/push, trim, flatten, crease, rotate. In addition to stroke customization, alpha texture support for each tool, and vertex painting and masking. If you want to import or export files, SCULPT Plus got you covered because you can import OBJ models and export as OBJ or STL for 3D printing. Also, you can import matcap and alpha textures. In addition to that, you can render images and export them as PNG, with transparency, or JPEG. SDF is a 3D tool for modeling that can be used to create or design things such as furniture, toys, jewelry, decorative elements, game design, industrial concept design, aviation, automotive industry, and so on. SDF features a standard toolset of modeling functions and high-resolution export for 3D printers, STL format. It uses a modeling technique that is memory efficient and adapted to mobile devices respecting their memory and CPU limitations. There are also some advanced premium features, such as synchronous mirror, precision tools, advanced export, professional toolset, coloring, and more. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video.